Hi guys, in this lecture I am going to teach you the arrays. So first of all, what is the array? Array is just like here I'm going to create a variable. Here you see that this is the one variable in which we can store only one value, but we have another variable type in which we can store more than one value. Like here you can see that we have saved only 0 and we can save only 0. But in the array you can save more than one value like 3, 4 or many values, as much as you want. And here first of all I'm going to create an array. Here is var is the keyword to create the variable of the array. Here I'm going to create, here is test. Then you have to write equal, and then you have to write square brackets like this. These are the square brackets. And in the square brackets, first of all you have to write your first value. I'm going to write 3. Then you have to write comma, then second value, then you have to have comma, then third, then fourth. So in this way you can write as many values as you want. And now at the end, semicolon. So this is the way to declare array. This variable is now type of array. This is array, we cannot call it variable. This is array because it can save more than one value. So now I'm going to assess all of these values, how to print these values. So if you want to print these values, you just if you want to access all the values, if you want to print all the values, so you just need to write test in the print statement like alert or other print statement, and it will print all the values 3, 4, 5, 6, and it has also print the commas. But if you want to print only specific values, like if you want to print 3, 4, 5, so here I want to tell you something, that all the values have the index. All the values have the index. This 3 have the index 0, this 4 have the index 1, this 5 value have the index 2, and then 6 have the index 3. So in this way the index is first value store on 0, then second value store on 1 index, third value store on second index, fourth value store on third index, and then continue if we write any other values. So in this way values are stored. So what is the index in the array? Or you can say that it is the address of the value in the array. Like if we want to access 3, so you have to write test, and then in the square brackets you have to write 0. So it will access the 0 index. This array, this is the statement, array is accessing the 0 index, and then the 0 index value is print on the screen, that is 3. And here is, you can see that 3 is printed on the screen because we are accessing 0 index. But if we write 1, so here is the value is 4. At the 1 index we have stored 4, and now we are going to access the second index, and second index have the value 5. So always remember that thing, the first value is stored on 0 index, and index is starting from 0, and the index are more as much as you put the values. So in this way you can access the third index. So the third index have the 6 value. Here is third index 6 value, and if we access the fourth index that have not any value, so it will not give any value. It is undefined because we have not give any value to the fourth index, so it is not existing. So in this way you can access the array individual values and all the array values. Now in this way you can also change the values by using the index. Like here I'm going to change the value of the second index. This 5 is at the second index. So like this you have to write the index 5 is at the second index, and then you can write its new value. Here I'm going to give it 10. So now at the second index there is no 5, there is 10 value. Here is the 10, And in this way you can put the values, you can change the values. I'm just telling you this thing. And if we want to add more values, so it have two methods like this. If you want to give the value for the fourth index, so you can write like this by adding comma and 7. So it is, this value is at the fourth index, and here is at the fourth index. But if you can also give the value in this way, like now I'm going to give the value fifth index, like fifth, and we have not give any value fifth index. So we can give it the value like this. So this value is given to the fifth index, and here is this, and here you see that 78. And if we want to print all the values, you have already know what you need to do. You just need to write the array name. Here is, you see that all the values. So in this way you can give the values to the array, you can change the values. Values are stored on the index. And so now I hope you understand this thing. If you have any problems, so kindly add the discussion. I will help you as much as I can. And in the next lecture I'm going to discuss some important methods of array. So let's discuss them. Thank you for watching this video.